All in all, this journey wasn't about being skinny. It was about feeling stronger, being healthier, and building my confidence back again because I genuinely felt so lost. Half these people on GLP, if I'm being real. No shade, no shade.
Remember when you came me, you was like, this is what I take for you. I'm ushering a break for you.
A year ago today, I was around between 190 pounds to my highest weight of like 198, 199 pounds. Today, I'm sitting at 170 pounds. I'm only 10 pounds away from my goal weight of 160 to 159. And I wanted to share exactly what helped me lose 20 pounds, what didn't work, and what I'm focusing on next in reaching my goals. This is important to me because as a Black woman, we need to focus on our health, fitness, and wellness. And personally, that's all I talk about in my content. Give it up for the dress. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Chloe Unique. I make plant-based cooking videos, lifestyle, yapping, talking, fitness, health and wellness, juicing videos on my channel. So get comfortable because I'm gonna be chatting this whole entire video and just sit down and chat with me. I've been eating 5 to 7 prunes a day, and when I tell y'all the stomach is snatched, having a great bowel movement probably 3 to 2 times a day changes the game. Why did I start? What made me start my journey? So this is about why I wanted to lose weight. I wanted to lose weight due to me having pre-existing health conditions such as inflammation throughout my body. So I had really bad inflammation moving that I got rid of throughout college, and it came back with a vengeance due to me being so stressed out, me just not taking care of my health, my eating habits, and just eating highly processed foods every single day. And I was an emotional eater, and I gained 20 pounds. I would say that really hurt the growth that I was on with like my pre-existing conditions, gaining weight. It was just a really bad situation. On top of that, I was drinking a little bit more, and I know alcohol does that to me. So it was a whole bunch of factors that came into me saying, I'm looking at myself in the mirror, and even though I look beautiful, I look thick by standards, I felt the worst I felt since I've been in high school. So that's what made me realize that I need to lose weight and get back confident and healthy again, because I don't feel confident. My energy levels were really low. My October and Decembers were really low months for me. Just physically, I just didn't like the way I looked. I was very insecure. And even though to people looking at me, they thought I looked great. Everybody loved me looking this certain way. They didn't understand how I felt on the inside my body. I did not feel comfortable. I didn't like the way that I felt. I didn't like that my pre-existing conditions were coming back, and I just felt completely vulnerable. So my health goals, I made a health goal starting January 1st of 2026, me getting back in the gym every single day, me going to health events, me taking my nutrition seriously, me going back to intermittent fasting, not eating after 7 or 8, and meal prepping. And I could say meal prepping changed the game for me. From January to June of 2026, I will meal prep for the rest of my life. All in all, this journey wasn't about being skinny. It was about feeling stronger, being healthier, and building my confidence back again because I genuinely felt so lost. Part 2. What didn't work for me on this journey, y'all? Because it was a lot. Even though I've been plant-based, vegan, vegetarian for the past like 7 years of my life, I'm 26, but I transitioned when I was like 19. So I've been consistent and I have not gone back. I've researched and learned so much. So there's a lot of things of do and don'ts that I've been learning. But for this journey right now that I'm in, I think there are 5 points that I can focus on. And I'm going to start with trying to be perfect. I tried to do it the perfect way, how I used to do it back in undergrad. That didn't work. I'm 25. I'm past 25. My hormones, my body work differently. I have my grown woman body now, and it's way different from when I was active, working out 8 days a week, going to different fitness activities on campus, having a way like I had a community. And it's like now post grad, living by yourself, like just doing everything as an adult and you focusing on you, it's a different type of strength that you have to pull together to make sure you're doing this correctly for you every single day. Admit, me now working 40 hours a week, researching is a lot on my body. Yeah, my body is a little bit different, but you have to incorporate better habits and working around. Two, I would say I was restricting too much. Like, I do live by fasting, and I know you need to fast like every month. That's just something I personally live by. You don't have to do it. You don't have to do it. But I do it. I live by that, and it maintained homeostasis in my body. It helped me regulate my hormones over the year. It helped me get rid of my period pains, because at one point I thought I had endometriosis, like ovarian cyst at one point. Like, it was just so much going on in my body at a young age. I could not take it. That led me to restrict a lot. And I think starting this journey over from ground zero, for me gaining the 20 pounds, restricting didn't help. Me stopping all the foods, but then I would binge on like hella salty foods like chips and candy and stuff like that following weekend. And then go into the same cycle, because I was losing, gaining, and not maintaining, and not building, and not strengthening, and not toning. And then I would start over every single Monday. Every single Monday I would start over. It's not about Monday. Just start. If it's Tuesday or Friday, start. Start from that day and keep going and keep going and keep going. Don't wait until the first, and don't wait until the Monday. Keep going the day. If you wake up on a Wednesday and say, damn, I need to change, start that Wednesday, and then just keep going. Just keep going. Don't wait till Monday to start over. That's what messed me up as well. And then was focusing only on the scale. When I first got my scale in November of 2025, I saw that I was 184 pounds. So I was getting in my head, I need to buy a scale so I can weigh myself every single week. So if I see this number and it disappoints me, that makes me go harder. But that was actually regressing my progress, till I get my head and I'll be like, I'm not making any progress, and it make me didn't want to do anything. So I do suggest buying a scale, but what I do is I do monthly check-ins. And so I checked this month and I seen that I was 171 pounds. And I'm like, dude, what I'm doing is working. I just have to keep going and believing in myself and not getting in my head, and just keep going and going and going. And you see that consistency. You see the dedication that starts within you, because it's a mind game, really, when you're on a weight loss journey to be, or just becoming healthier. It starts with your mind. It's not with your body, because physically you're going to look good. But if you don't know how to maintain it, it's never going to consistently stay. It's always going to be up and down and up and down. You're never going to know. If you don't do the research, you're never going to understand what the root of the problem is. Part 3. This section is what actually worked. Let's get into it. What actually worked, and how I'm losing 10 pounds and losing like basically 20 pounds. And I need 10 more pounds to be at my healthiest goal weight. And I say healthiest because that is my healthiest goal weight. That is when I'm the healthiest. That's when my body doesn't have reactions. That's when my gut is the healthiest. That's when I feel the strongest. With habit number 1 that I've been doing, and meal prepping. So I start Sunday and I meal prep from Sunday to Wednesday. So 3 meals, which is probably oatmeal, or I'll insert a video right here. I meal prep from Sunday to Wednesday. I have 3 square meals a day, and me being plant-based, I always make sure I have a rotation of my favorite proteins, such as non-soy tofu, any type of bean, lentil, or sprouts, any type of like plant-based meats that have like 18 grams of protein and up. I want to range from 18 grams to 64 grams of protein within my meal prep, because it makes me more satiated and it doesn't make me want to snack. So I have that. I have a carb, any type of carb. I've been doing potatoes, and then I do a healthy fat. I love avocados. That's the basis of all my meal preps that I meal prep for lunch and dinner. The code is eating hearty soups for dinner. Even if you're not plant-based or vegan or vegetarian like me, still stick down to the basis. I know everybody's been doing it, but a healthy, good protein, a healthy fat, and a carb, and a good hearty soup for dinner. A light breakfast, do some a protein smoothie, any type of smoothie, some fruit, a fruit bowl. I'm telling you, that's the key to meal prepping and staying consistent. And then I re-meal prep Wednesday to Friday, because I don't like a full week of meal prepping because the food starts to taste disgusting after a while. So I redo my meal prep Wednesday through Friday, and then Saturday, Sunday, I give myself a break. I do what I want. I eat out, but I'm always making sure I'm drinking water, which is habit number 2. I try to drink coconut water weekly, okra water, a gallon of water, or a half gallon of water every single day. Even if you listen to everything I say in this video, if one person takes away anything from this video, please take away the fact that you need to drink some type of water every single day. If you don't start with the food or the nutrition, start with the water. Do warm lemon water. I do warm water every single morning. I do herbal teas, which goes into my third habit that I picked up. I've always been a herbalist at heart. I love herbs. I swear by herbs. And if you want to learn more about herbs, or if you want to tell me, if y'all want me to go into detail with herbs to get, I can do a whole separate detail, because that gives me the minerals and vitamins that I need in my lifestyle. I swear by herbal healing. I swear by herbs, all types of herbs. So making sure I'm drinking my herbal teas early in the morning, warm water, warm lemon water, hydration, H3O, juicing, things like that. You need hydration, you need electrolytes, you need all of that in your body to make sure you have a complete homeostasis within your body. So herbs that I swear by is like dandelion root, yellow dock root, making sure like my blood, my skin, my bones, like everything that I need is in them teas that I drink early in the morning, in the afternoon, and at night. This goes into my fourth habit. I've been juicing for the past 5-6 months, and juicing has changed my body again. It goes in and it helps bring in minerals and vitamins that you need. And I know some people don't like to eat like the fruit whole, but juicing is just something quick. You can make 3 juices, 4 juices, 6 juices that can last you a week. And it's quick and easy just to drink the juice, because sometimes it gets faster. Juicing, the minerals and vitamins get faster into your blood than it is just like, sometimes I get a smoothie. And I'm always for eat your fruit, eat your vegetables. But sometimes you want to juice. And juicing also stops the cravings for eating sweets. And that's been my biggest enemy. I love a good sweet treat now. I got to stay away from the sweets. Sweets be making me crazy. Sugar is literally my biggest enemy. It has been my biggest enemy on this journey, and it will always be my biggest enemy. And I'm just finding better alternatives for sugar cravings. Habit 5 is walking more. I've been into walking. I've been into running. I'm trying to get into running a 3K or 5K soon. I really still have to start training for that. And part 4. So my biggest lessons. So 1, I want to start with weight loss is way slower in real life than it is on social media. I say that because social media gives you instant gratification. It shows before and after pictures. You don't even know the time span between the before and the after. You just see before and after, you think this bitch got it in a day. Excuse my French, but you like, damn, now I got to speed up. Why am I not seeing results? It's been a day. Why haven't I lost 50,000 pounds? Why am I not 100 pounds skinnier? Half these people on GLP, if I'm being real. No shade, no shade, no shade. No shade, no shade, no shade. But this GLP peptide pandemic is an epidemic. So when you really losing weight with no type of help, no weight loss pill, no nothing, you just on straight energy, dude, it's going to take 3 to 4 to 5 months for your body to get into homeostasis, for you to actually regulate your hormones, and your body say, okay, bam, one day you just wake up and you in shape. It don't start with month 1. It don't start with month 2, and it don't start with month 3. That month 4 and month 5, you see the results. I know it. I'm on month 6. I'm living it. My body is so T right now. And I'm finally starting to see the results from consistency. Clark it, discipline. Cause you need the discipline to go to the gym when you don't want to. You need to discipline to meal prep when you don't want to. You need to discipline when you don't have any will or motivation to do anything. Discipline is something that's just like ingrained in you. You wake up every single day and you go to work. That's discipline. Even when you don't want to. You wake up at 6 a.m., get ready, go take a shower, do your makeup, do your hair, do your nails, or do what you need to do. Use the bathroom, change your clothes, iron your clothes. Do what you need to do, make your lunch, meal prep, go out the door, go to work from 9 to 5. That's discipline. That's how you need to look at your life. What you do for your work schedule, you need to do for your fitness and health schedule. Do that. That's discipline. And you'll see the results. Ties into the small habits. Okay, you randomly start going to work. You work from 9 to 5. I work from 9 to 5. Monday through Thursday, sometimes Friday. I get tired from sitting down on that chair. Get up. During lunchtime, go on a walk. Or bring that water, bring that half-liter water with you, put them cucumbers and mint in there and drink that water. Challenge yourself to drink that water from 8 to 4 p.m. and get that water down and see how hydrated you are every single day. That's a small habit that you build up. And then that leads into something else. Okay, you're challenging yourself. You're making small habits. You're meal prepping. You're eating your lunch. You're eating your full lunch on lunch every single day. Cool, you going home, making your hearty, healthy soups before you go to the gym. Small habits turn into big results. We love that. We love seeing small habits. Scale isn't everything, and I live by that because I used to live by the scale. In high school, I had really terrible body dysmorphia that even when I was in shape, I thought that I would be like 50 pounds, 60 pounds heavier because I was always hooked on the scale. But I also had a real life problem with identifying skinny to being healthy. I feel like all Black women in America, this is going off topic, but we have to talk about it because weight, health, and wellness in the Black community is something that needs to be more talked about, that needs to be more researched, that needs to be more promoted. And as a Black woman, as a Black American woman in America, we've dealt with so much stress throughout life that our cortisol levels are out the door. We always end up with fibroids. We always end up with weight issues. But a lot of times we put ourselves in a box because we're living in white America, which classifies us and thinks that we should be 120, 130, 110. That's not my body shape. As a curvy Black woman, my body shape lies between 150 through 160 through 170. That's what I range between for my weight. So growing up, my scale, the weight on my scale when I'm going to the doctor's appointments were always higher because my body, my BMI, my body, my bones, my density is different from a white woman's bones. So you constantly comparing yourself to that standard in your head, the white American standard, the Western American standard, you're going to go insane. You're always going to think you're obese. You're always going to think you're overweight. You're always going to think you're not good enough because of that. And then that puts a stigma in your head thinking that, okay, well, if I'm not 130, mind you, I'm a thicker girl. I've always been a thicker girl. That's in my genes, baby. We always going to have some tits and some butt. That ain't going nowhere. If I don't have this certain weight, I'm obese. I'm unhealthy. I'm sick. And I relate it with being big with being sick. And that's not healthy at all. Say that to say that comparison on the scale will drive you insane. Keep a scale so you can do a 2-month check-in, a month check-in, just so you can know. You need to write it down and make sure you're writing and researching, but don't live by that scale. I've done it, and I'm telling you, if you see this, don't do it. Take the research yourself, pay attention to yourself, learn your intuition, learn how to flow with your weight, learn when you're on your period, how it fluctuates, because that's a big thing too. On your period, you start to gain more weight. You start to get a little bit more bloated, and knowing that that's the time in your life, learning your cycles, your luteal, your follicular, all of that, your ovulation. You need to learn your body as a woman, especially as a Black woman in America. That's important. But don't live by that scale. That scale is going to be the end of all success, all results that you have if you live by it. Use it as a tool. And then that goes into my last thing. Take research. Like I've been saying, research. You have to research your own body. You have to research your own experience. And I say that because progress pictures do help you. You have to take your progress pictures. I've just taken some progress pictures like a week ago because I'm on another journey of getting to losing my 10 pounds, but keeping my booty. Because as soon as you start to lose weight, some things start to get a little bit flat. And I can't have that. I'm gonna be real with y'all. My booty getting a little bit. It used to be sit up like a horse when I was thick. I needed to sit back up with muscle. So taking progress pictures, paying attention to your body is what's going to help. I've always taken progress pictures of my body since I was 19, and I seen what worked. I seen what didn't work. I seen what when I maintained for a very long time. I seen how my body fluctuates, and this helped me be able to stay on a journey, lose myself, and then come back. If I lose myself, I'm always going to come back because I see them progress pictures. I see when I was a bad motherfucker. I see when I used to walk down and strut and that booty used to be sitting up high. My core was just so tight and I felt healthy and I looked healthy. I seen when I was bigger and I didn't feel healthy. I felt uncomfortable. I didn't like the way I looked. I felt sick because I was like, it's just certain things that you have to always take a picture of. That picture gonna show you everything. Take a video too. I be taking videos. I be taking everything. You need to do your own research on yourself. That's the most important thing. Because if you don't do research, you don't know where to start or where to end. You don't know what happened, how you got this result, and how you got this result. Start a journal. Start a healthy and fitness journal. I'm all for that. This is part 5. The next goal. What are my next goals? Honestly, I say this in every single short. You can go on the shorts, check the shorts, and you're going to see that I always talk about my goal. My healthiest weight is 160 pounds. That's just something that I know. That's something that I will live by. If I could be 160 pounds for the rest of my life, I will attain to be that because I just know myself. I know my healthiest goal weight is 160 pounds, where I feel the healthiest, where I feel the strongest, where my body is just genuinely has no reactions to anything. Nothing is affecting me. And that's something that I've taken pictures of. I've written down in my fitness journals. I've progressed. I've researched why my body works better at this weight. How do I feel? Like my muscles, what am I doing? Like different things. So when I become my goal weight, which I will very soon, I'm going to be taking progress pictures. I'm going to do a whole updated video of how I got there, where I've started, how did I lose 30 pounds, because this is part 1. I'm 170. I'm 171, really. I mean, I'm probably like 172 right now, but we're not gonna worry about it. I'm 170, but it's just about taking reports. It's not about me living by a weight. It's about me taking reports and getting closer to my goal and feeling the healthiest. I feel great right now. I feel a solid like 7.5, 8 out of 10, but I want to be at that 10 out of 10. I don't want to stay at this 7. I don't want to stay at this 8. I want to be a 10 out of 10. I want to stay in homeostasis within my body. I want to get to my goal and then coast, maintain, stay neutral. And once I do that, I'm going to celebrate me, because once you meet your goal, you have to do something for yourself. And that doesn't mean eating all types. That means you can go on a trip, buying something for yourself, buying a little bag, buy a shoe. I love me some Coach. I want to get me a Coach shoe and a Coach bag once I meet my goal. I've been putting in the work. Like, I've been doing so much for myself that you need to take time and you really just need to love on yourself. I don't know, going on a walk. Who knows what you want? Going to see your favorite movie, buying some books for yourself, buying your favorite outfit, and then going out and shaking ass for a little bit. Just something like that, celebrating yourself. So when I meet my goal, I'm always going to celebrate myself, because I need to say to myself, I need to remind myself that I did this. I put in the hard work. I continue to put in the dedication 365 days out the year, from January to motherfucking December. I put in the work from Christmas, ran up the biscuit, and now I'm on my Grinch shit. Yeah. I did that. So you always have to celebrate yourself. Even if nobody around you is celebrating you. Even if your friends, family, your mama, your daddy, your sister, your brother, your boyfriend, your cousin, your auntie, your sister, nobody around you gives a fuck what you got going on. You give a fuck about what you got going on, because it started with you. It started in your mind. It started from God. It started from your mind, from God. It started from your spirit. And then you went down and you did the work. You put in the dedication. You put in the hours. You put in the rough days when you didn't feel like going, when you was on your cycle and you was getting a cramp, but you still got up and you got on that treadmill. You still got up and you drank that water. You still got up and you meal prepped. You still got up and you ate that food. You still got up and you went to bed at a good time, and then you woke up in the morning and you went to work, and then you went to the gym. You still got up and you did it over and over and over and over and over and over. And now you could fit that dress. That body is sitting T. You feel healthy. You feel confident. You feel vibrant. You can smile again. You got your joy back because you did that. Nobody else did that. You did it. And that's what you have to remember. Your goals are just constant. It's not a ending once you meet your goal. It's a constant incline. I'm always getting better. I'm always getting better. Each goal I make, cool. I'm getting better. I'm elevating. I'm leveling up. Shira 7 told y'all. Shira told y'all to level up. Get that body right, stomach right, and keep that booty tight. Kanye said that. He made a whole song. Come on now. Clock in. Clock in for real. And clock it. You gotta clock your own T. Because if you're not clocking yourself, somebody gonna clock you. Because let me go on a tangent again. This comment right here basically said I was still fat. Who cares? Who cares? I put up a video stating that I was happy about where I'm at in my life, that I've been working so hard for the past 5 months, and somebody had to come comment, basically, you still fat. Baby, cool. You know you're elevating when people try to like stop you and not give you the compliments and see that you're working and they're not compliment. Like don't let people get into your head and take you out don't let people work you out your spot. Just because they see you working, they can't do it. I never trust a motherfucking hater. Because if they could do it, they would. I wear cute clothes all the time. People always talk about, oh, you show off. I can't help that I look like this. God did. I say all that to say, on a serious note, celebrate your wins. Celebrate yourself. It doesn't have to be with the group. It don't have to be with your partner. It don't have to be with your mama, your daddy, your sister, your auntie, your cousin, anyone. It needs to be with yourself. You need to be able to sit with yourself and have joy within yourself. Because you know, at the end of the day, when the day ends, who's gonna trust you? You can trust yourself. Even if nobody else trusts you or you think something's going to happen, at the end of the day, you put in the work, you put in the dedication, you put in the hard work. You have built a rapport with yourself that you're never going to fail yourself. Now your inner self knows this bitch is a hard motherfucking worker. She ain't never going to disappoint me because everybody else can disappoint you, but you shouldn't disappoint you. A word. I'll be speaking facts, y'all. I might need to be a preacher. So now, last but not least, I'm inviting you. If 1 people, 2 people, 3 people, 4 people sit here and watch this video today, I'm inviting you to start your journey too. If you're on your wellness, fitness, mental, emotional, spiritual, financial, work, anything journey, whether it's losing weight, drinking more water, trying to focus on being healthier, start today. Start right now. Get that journal, write down your goals, and do it right now. Do it right now. Don't wait. Like, on a serious note, don't wait for anybody. Don't wait to be perfect. Don't wait to the last moment. Don't wait. If you wait, it'll be too late. That's what I'm going to say. If you keep waiting, you're going to keep waiting and psyching yourself out of it. Just do it, Nike. This channel, my YouTube channel, is not only for me to see my progress and what I've made throughout the years, but it's for you, the viewers, my subscribers, my fam who wants to see me be great, because I want to see y'all be great. I want y'all to post updates and comments like, oh my gosh, I watched this video. You put me on to so much information. Like, I want to support you as much as you want to support me, versus, you just watching me, you watching my videos and you're like, oh, well, I didn't learn anything. I don't really know. And I don't really care. No, get up and motivate yourself. Get up and do something for yourself and just do one small habit for yourself today. Once you watch this video, get up and do one act of self-love for yourself. That's all you need to do to start your journey, bro. I've helped so many friends and family members convert to like being healthy or even being vegan. Like, it's not about that. It's about just taking care of yourself. When you have somebody or have a community around you who wants to see you do better because they want to do better for themselves, it hit different. When it's real support, it's real love, it's real energy. You don't find that a lot because a lot of people really don't give a fuck about you. I'm gonna be real. A lot of people really don't give a fuck. They like to hate. They like to be in a circle jerk of just hating and eating Cheetos and fries and hot chips and just being a hater. And I'm being real, not drinking water, constipated. Clock it. Over here is genuine love. Like, if you want to see yourself do better, watch my videos, bro. You can watch from when I first started vlogging again last year to now. My body looks different. I'm losing weight. I'm doing something that is working. I'm focusing on myself. My energy, my spirit is so much lighter now. And it's great to see because I'm a real content vlogger. I'm a real content creator. I'm not sugarcoating nothing. Like, this is my life. I love doing this. I do this. So every little comment, every little support, I want to see you do well too. So that's just who I am. And I'm inviting you to do well for yourself, not to just watch me, but for you to do well for you. Questions. Because I feel like I need to have questions that need to be answered. If anybody was wondering, that I wrote down that are going to get answered. So question number 1, we're going to go back over the whole entire thing. Why did I want to lose weight? I wanted to lose weight because I had pre-existing health conditions and I needed to lose weight, and I had a flare up back in 2025 with my pre-existing health conditions, and I gained 20 pounds and I did not feel healthy or confident in my body anymore. And I needed to get healthy, confident, and happy. Question 2, what was my highest weight? My highest weight was 198 pounds. Yeah. Question 3, what was my lowest weight? The skinniest I've ever been in my life was when I first went plant-based and I would fast. I was 129 pounds. At 5'7", that is so scary. That's the scariest. I'm going to be real. I would never be 129 pounds ever again. Question 3, what habit made the biggest difference? Meal prepping, staying consistent, and not comparing myself. Question 5, what surprised me? Something that surprised me on my journey was that even though I'm finally taking the time out to pay attention to every little thing and not comparing myself anymore, the fact that staying consistent, like over like a 3-month, 4-month, 5-month basis, I thought I was going to see no results. And one day I literally just woke up in shape on month 5. Like, I was literally woke up and I felt like, ooh, new body, who this? So month 5, I'm telling y'all, do it for 5 months. Challenge yourself for 5 months. Month 5, you're going to be surprised when you wake up in the mirror and you see, ooh, new body, who this? What do I still struggle with? I still struggle with eating sweets. I love sugar. That is going to be something that I just have to overcome. Eating sweets and that sugar. What is my goal weight? As y'all know, my goal weight is 160 pounds. 159 on a great day. Or 158. And question number 8, what advice would I give to someone starting? Take your time. Consistency over perfection, dedication over motivation. Because everything comes and goes. Your energy is in ebbs and flows. But if you're motivated, motivation can leave. But if you're dedicated and you have discipline and you have a will, that is what gets results. Consistency. Discipline. In closing, whoever watches this video, you need to support you. Join the journey, join the progress. No one can be better than you. Remember, I told you that. Brush your teeth, drink your water, and mind your business. And keeping it real with Chloe Unique.
them other niggas fell off. Baby girl, I just wanna see you well off.
Call me crazy shit, at least you call it. Feels better when you let it out, don't it, girl? It's easy to get caught up in the moment when you say it 'cause you mad and you take it all back.